do, why you do it.
My name is Alfonso Holmes, and I'm a software engineer. I do that because I like solving problems.
Where you from?
I was born in Orlando, Florida, but I now live in Virginia. But I spent most of my life in Raleigh, North Carolina, right here.
How would you say your experience was growing up?
It was straight. I mean, we weren't the richest family, but I always had everything I needed, so I grew up pretty good.
What were your biggest inspirations?
My biggest inspirations, when I was younger, it was people like LeBron and Kevin Durant and stuff like that. And when I got older, it started becoming people like, say for instance, Steve Jobs and people like that.
So how would you say growing up in Raleigh was like?
It was, I was very sheltered, so growing up for me was finding out what happened through a friend and shit like that, and learning that people actually hung out outside of school and stuff like that. And pretty average, normal life. I mean, played a lot of basketball. Oh my goodness. Explains why I'm holding this.
What would you say was a turning point for you getting to where you are now?
It was a point where I was in college, and I have a point where I could look at myself and say, another one? Damn you, JetBlue. Well, there was a point in college where I was just sitting there and things weren't going right, and it felt comfortable that way. It was like, okay, I mean, my grades aren't that great, but it's like I'm kind of coasting through. But then I thought, like, look, do you want to go through like this, and then when you get out and there's nothing waiting for you at the other end? So I was like, look, I'm gonna make sure every second I'm here, I can at least improve it, grow my brain to the point where when I get out, I can make a lot of money. And that required looking at my failings as a human being. Like, I'm not as great as a whistler as I thought.
What made you want to become an artist?
Man, I felt like I had a lot of things to say, even though at one point I felt like I was a pretty shy kid, even though like I'll talk to you and we'll have a conversation, but as far as like wanting to be the center of attention, I never wanted to be that. But I always had things to say, so I was like, I can record these tracks in my house with I'm the only motherfucker there. I can still say what I gotta say and get it out to an audience. So that was my way.
What is your future in tech?
Well, the future is rapid. It moves at a rapid pace. So basically what I'm trying to do is get enough skills to where I know, and you have to have the drive still. So make sure you do it. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this while I'm young, but I just want to start my own business and try to get my own things out into the world.
Who would you say are the most impactful people that you've met and are currently in your life today?
It's probably Retro Soundwave right there. And people I've met, like, at some point I met my mom, so I'm assuming that's not what you mean.
Yeah, obviously, family, of course.
Okay, if it was family, it would be a different story, but people I've met, it was Retro Soundwave, then there was a Yusuf mixed in there. Yeah, definitely one of the most influential people that I've met.
What are your biggest strengths and weaknesses?
Getting bitches and getting money. It's like, nah. I feel like one of my biggest strengths is, like I said, intensity. Like if the time comes to it, I'm gonna get down and dirty. And then my weaknesses, I'm not always receptive to criticism. Like I can criticize myself. Like I got through the point of criticizing myself and then go ahead and fixing it. But sometimes it's always like when someone criticizes me, I don't always take it the way I should, you know. And also getting too many hoes, I guess you can count that as a weakness.
Funniest comedy special you ever seen in your life?
Bring the pain, my nigga, bring the pain. Even Chris Rock has a lot of controversy around him now. That man was hilarious. Bring the Pain was the best I think that was one of the best stand-ups ever. And then closely behind that was Grown Little Man. Just cause Kevin Hart is hilarious.
What was your defining moment in life so far?
I started looking at the people around me for inspiration, and I realized the people I do have around me are actually kind of great, and they're inspiring. So looking at those like people that just around you, don't look at, you don't have to, you can look at them, but you don't have to look at a celebrity. Like just focus on the people that are around you, like appreciate them and know that they really helped you. And they really like, you know, they're adding to you as a person. So yeah, definitely one of the turning points is when I figured out that the people around me, to appreciate the people around me basically.
Any specific people?
Retro Soundwave. Then of course my mom, which is an extremely hard worker. My brother. Yeah, that's pretty much the main people. And then of course, other people like, of course, Yusuf, because it does help to have one friend who like stays inside. You know, he checks, he's trying to be a good person. Like that's his MO. Like he's going to be good to you. And you know what I'm saying? You need to have people, kind people in your life to show you how to really be kind and show you how to really understand how people feel after you do some shit. Which is kind of, my mom did that too. My mom did that too. No, it wasn't Kanye, it wasn't Jay-Z, it wasn't Chris Rock, it wasn't Will Smith. It was my people in my house. I know these motherfuckers.
That's dope. That's cool. So if you had to say, give advice to anybody watching or being a part of your journey, what they can learn from or what they should do if they haven't done already, what would that be?
Hey, look, man, nobody's perfect. So when you screw up, the biggest thing you can do is admit it. And then that's where you're gonna get your strength and mental fortitude. Like you're gonna be able to conquer more. You're gonna be smarter. You're gonna be faster, right?
What would you say were your greatest, worst moments growing up?
I don't define anything as my worst moment because everything I feel like I've learned from. So it's like, I feel like I want it. Oh, gotcha. It's like, okay, so I had an argument with one of my friends. It was a female. And I was, at that moment, like, I think what was happening was my ego was trying to get in the way of whether I was wrong or right. So I kind of just held my place, right? So I'm saying whatever the fuck I say is right. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Not really caring about the moment anymore. Just focusing on the fact that I don't want to be wrong in the moment. And then I lost a friend because of that. I mean, we talk now, but it was like I was willing to let everything go away because of me not wanting to feel wrong. So it's like, yeah, and it's depressing because it's like, not only do I have to pretend like I'm okay with what's going on, I also have to accept the fact, no. Not only do I have to accept the fact that I'm wrong, I also have to deal with the depression of saying like, damn, if I just would have did one little thing, everything would have been straight. So I don't know if I gave you a more in-depth moment. Like, I think I just summed it up.
Can you describe the situation without being too descriptive?
Oh, shit. I don't describe without being too descriptive. No. Best moment? Let me see. Best moment, we can roll through a couple of those.
All time.
All time? I think that's when I saw my mother walk across the stage when she got her master's degree. I think that was the best moment ever.
Personal moment.
Personal moment? Oh, shit. Okay, it's when I was in a cul-de-sac, everyone was lining up, and everyone surrounded me, and I was like, all right, okay. Y'all think y'all can do this to me? Jay! And then Steven Spielberg actually came up to me and was like, man, that was so raw, all that emotion. You know what I'm saying? That was probably one of my best personal moments.
Explain where that moment came from.
I think it came from training day.
I mean, why why did you do it?
Nah, let me get a serious good moment. I think it's when I graduated
Wait.
from William Peace. Because I know not, it, I don't, well, the reason it was a good moment for me was, it's like I'm finally done with the biggest portion of my childhood. I'm done with it. I don't have to go back to this. I can, but I just don't have to. And I'm on to it. Now I can focus on my core values and build on that. So I think that was one of the greatest times of my life. It was cliche, but I just felt like it was a lot holding, it pretty much, I felt like it held me back, like from enjoying and learning.
Final words for you or anybody watching, for whatever you want the final word to be. Final words.
Okay. Oh man, so final words. I'm gonna end it on this. Wherever you're at in life and whatever you're trying to do, and just make sure you appreciate the people that surround you, and most importantly, appreciate yourself. And get your money up. Something like that. There we go. You wearing a wire, nigga? Oh, oh, oh. I'm mic'd up. They're trying to make me talk. I'm trying to rat them out. I'm mic'd up.